Hello, everyone, and welcome back. All right, this is, I think, our fourth time. I think this is the fourth video. Yeah, I think we did 437 EU for the first two. And then last week we did the Lads versus Handsome 4. We got to do it on the Wanted map. So that was the first time that we got to see Wanted in the CMG $10,000 tournaments. This time we chose a map 3. So once again, it's a demolition. It was the only map 3 we got to see on the broadcast for the coincidental week 3 of November's $10,000 tournament. So this is qualifier number 3, the last qualifier. This upcoming weekend is the main event where the top 16 teams will duke it out. But we can go ahead and take a quick look here. Don't ignore this guy right here. Of course, it is muted as usual. So this is Frenchies versus Koolin. Frenchies defeated Koolin. They won game 1, 8-7 in the demolition. That was on Wanted. So we could have gone back and looked at another demolition on Wanted. But I figured we'd go to a game 3 because 1, it's Hollows. 2, there's some interesting things that happened in this game. And also because it's a game 3. So, but there's also some decent rogues that come out because Glitch doesn't get banned. Obviously, you can see that. So the bans, of course, Frenchies banning out Anvil, and Ronin was banned out by Koolin. Koolin also were the ones to take this to game 3. They won the game 2, 2-0 on Factory. The bans in game 1, if you were interested for Wanted game 1, were Anvil, Glitch. It was Koolin who banned out Anvil. And I even touched on this during the broadcast. Both teams really prioritizing Anvil as kind of a staple on Hollows and Wanted when it comes to the attacking side. Yeah, you heard me right. Attacking Anvil, using it for the bomb plants on Wanted and Hollows. So let's go ahead and let's dive into this and see what we got. We have Hollows being loaded in, and also Anvil and Ronin not available. So here were your rogues coming out from both sides. Attacking first would be the Frenchies. Because Ronin is banned, you don't get to see that, but Glitch gets to be roaming free because Anvil was the second ban, which also means that you don't have to save that hack for the Anvil shield when it comes up. So you can use it for other things like APSs from Trench, and some other abilities if you really want to get aggressive and things like that. But we're looking at the attacking side. It's Frenchies first. They've got Mr. Brady and Sackage, which are two people that we've seen play on this team together for a while now. But Titan on Fire and Breath, I'm not sure if one of those is Diaz. They just changed their name, but if not, they played pretty decent. Not great, not terrible, but that might change in your eyes here once you see this glitch. Also, we can take a look at what they've picked. So we've got Dahlias on both sides, of course, and we have Talons on both sides. Talons pretty good on Hollows, even though the radius of the dart got nerfed, and also you can see where the dart is much clearer now with it showing a light just like a sensor drone from like Phantom or Seeker. But we do see a Seeker on defense being played by Galaxy, and then we have the Glitch Scorch for the attackers, and for the defense we have of course the Seeker and the Trench. So now we can take a look at how this game goes. Round number 1. Alright, so we're starting off on the defense POVs here. Of course, you've got someone going towards A site, and it's going to be either Seeker or Talon. You can do both. The Seeker arrow reveals all 4 of them. So instantly, the attackers are at a disadvantage because that's one thing about this map, is that you can kind of stay hidden until you need to plant the bomb, at least, right? And at this point, all the information has been given away. So Sinmaid's going to move up with the C4. So you have Talon with C4. That's going to come through because they're still revealed. The crazy thing to me is that they get all 4 of themselves revealed by Seeker Bow, and they continue to push 3 people into this room, which I call tunnel. The one on the right I call cave. So the C4 is going to get Mr. Brady. The bounce nade comes in as well, and then they respond with an incen. This is where, as the defenders, you can get very aggressive through cave, through tunnel, anywhere you go, really. Shots are coming out. They do get that revive, but then Titan is caught all by themselves. Look at Brady. Look at Bree. They've ran away. They've retreated with the rest of their team, which is only one other person at this point. And Titan on Fire's left out to dry all by themselves, which, by the way, is your Dahlia. So Dahlia, the revive off the table. See you later. All right, so we're going into the second round now. Defense clearly had the advantages in that first round. I mean, the Seeker Bow really set them up for success, and then they were able to feed off of that by pushing everyone out. But the Dahlia chose to stay and split off from the rest of the team. All right, so once again, all 4 members being revealed by the Seeker Bow once again. And then you saw where the Talon Dart went. And now look at Glitch just walking straight up. Like, what are you doing? You know that they're going to be playing that angle. Even if they're not, once you saw them, he had to have seen them. The Glitch had to have seen the Talon and still continued to walk up. So now, this time, Glitch is the first one picked off. That's also... Dahlia and Glitch are the 2 people you don't want to have die first. All right, so they are rotating. They're going to try and make a play for the B. The problem with this is that they could possibly have 1 smoke at best, right? You can tell that they're still working with... so that's a good flank from Kaons and Sinmaid. Now the last member is Dahlia. See, Dahlia gave herself up stupidly in round 1, and now this time around they played terribly stupid in the first round, the Dahlia. The second round, they played terribly scared, right? You weren't there to help your 2 teammates. Look at this. You had to have seen him. Even if you didn't, you have to know that they're playing very aggressive with the C4, the Talon Dart, and the Seeker Bow. But going back to what I was saying, they could possibly only have 1 smoke at best, right? Because the only smoke character on the offense is Dahlia. You have double flash from Glitch Talon, and then you have an Incen EMP from Scorch. So, and then they lost the first round terribly with no downs. Titan got destroyed. So they don't have a primary. You're guessing that they bought a frag grenade in the first round. So the best they can have is 1 smoke. The B rotation is just not the play, especially when you're down 3v4. This time, they do get a pick onto Dahlia, but that's still not enough. They went B straight up this time, but they were just matched. You know why they were matched? Because Seeker goes Crane on A side and uses the Seeker Bow. Doesn't get any reveals, and Talon has Dart on left side towards B and mid. So if they don't see anything in mid or B, and there's no one on Seeker Bow, then they know that they're waiting. It's either one. It's either one of 2 possibilities. Either they're waiting for the Seeker Bow and baiting it out, or they're long they're taking the long way to B, which would be on the outer. B long. But they didn't do either of those. All right, so a revive did come through. That's a positive. Sinmade's playing very aggressive. This is not good from Sinmade. Just got overly zealous. All right, revive's coming through. Also, the Dahlia's been swapping up who they're linking to. Or maybe it hasn't happened yet, but they did. I remember. I was casting this game, so I do remember some things a little bit more clearly. All right, so they just run out of time straight up. I mean, they get themselves killed at the end as well. So they lose out on some, or they gain some cash. Yeah, see, that's just another C4 kill coming from Sinmade. I mean, they're making plays with the lethals that are just building. Look at that, 7 downs. All of them have been elims too. Elvin's just kind of chilling here. By the way, if you're like new to competitive teams wise, like knowledge of the teams and players, these are all really good players. Looking at this on paper, you would probably say Frenchies are the favorite. But then once you look at the rosters, you're like, okay, if those aren't name changes, then, you know, Koolin could be the favorite. All right, so this time they've gone towards the B. You have so much intel. Look at that. The reason why Chaos is allowed to be there. Here comes another C4. Doesn't get anyone. Mr. Brady shot the C4 out of midair, though, and killed Chaos with it. Look at this. Not turning around. Just giving up. I mean, the only intel you have on the attacker side is Talon, which is not much with that dart. And then the glitch hack. I mean, you bring out the device and you can kind of see. You can't pinpoint where they are, but you do know that they're within a certain radius of you. When you look at this, I mean, the intel being used by Koolin is just so much better right now. The ability to have a Talon dart as well as a Seeker bow and the sticky sensors. Like they had one in middle off the zip. That's why Chaos was able to get behind them on their side of big zip. All right, so it's 4 straight rounds now. Like, they get revealed by the bow again. 3 of them. Titan, Sackage, and Breath. Mr. Brady's not there. Seems like Mr. Brady's the only one with a brain. Now, smokes come out. Sticky sensors as well. Look at this. Through the reveals. Okay, so they still lose that fight. Chaos also lost a fight. Sinmade also went down. So this is looking a lot better from the attackers. They also have 2 people down, which is, of course, the Dahlia and the Glitch. Glitch gets finished. So it's 2.5 versus 1.5. Okay, so they get both of those revives. That's what you need if you're the attackers right now, the offense. You need as many numbers as possible because you have none on them. These are nice shots coming in from Elvin. Sackage is going to get picked up. That's a good job. Dahlia revive working perfectly. That's unfortunate. Had the grenade in the hand. Elvin's pretty good with the MXR. Probably could have got those shots. All right, so now they're leaving Brady in mid on large zip. They sent the rest of the team towards A. I'm not sure if they were revealed by the bow this time. I would have to guess that they were. Most likely. All right, so they're flashing Cave. He's moving up solo. They're getting a bomb plant. Everyone's still alive. This is looking a lot better. The defense is set up very nicely, however. Elvin can hold Crane. If he doesn't get pushed off of Crane, they have a problem. Because then that means Brady cannot peek as hard as they want to. C4 comes out, just some hit markers. And now, see, this is just a better retake. It's all because they couldn't get... It's all because this position was being held by Elvin for so long, right? So, actually, let's go back. All right, right here. So when he walks back, we'll see. Okay, so you see the positioning. You've got Elvin behind Crane. You've got Sin and Galaxy playing in this cut off the box. And you've got Kaons playing inside the middle room, right? So Galaxy Haitian gets a nice nade onto Sackage, who was the one planting the bomb. That's decent because now they have to use the Dahlia link, right? Dahlia's not here to get the res by hand, so they have to use the Dahlia link. But these two people are still line of sighting this, so they can instantly burst it down, which means they have one pick, which is the pick that they needed. And because that pick happened so quickly in the bomb timer, they have a ton of time. Right? So once they get the pick onto Sackage, that's when things open up for the retake. And it's all because Elvin's here. You can even see they're holding the smoke in their hand. All right? Because they're going to smoke this area here. And because Elvin's here and Kaons is here, Brady cannot swing this. Brady can't swing this. Right? Brady could possibly kill Kaons. But he can't because Elvin's watching. Brady could possibly swing here and then kill Elvin, but he can't because Kaons is watching. These two members here are watching Sackage, who's also in the line of sight of Tunnel, which is where Glitch is, and they can also watch up top, and Kaons can also watch up top. I mean, Elvin can watch up top too, but that puts him at risk for the Brady line of sight. But they're going to smoke this. Once they smoke this, Elvin's going to push up to this box here. That's when you see Brady use the C4, but he misses because Elvin knows who is here. Elvin knows this is Talon. Elvin knows that there's a C4 still on the table for Brady, right? So he's going to smoke this, push here, and then jump up, okay? Especially if Kaon gives him the call that nobody is sitting up there. If nobody's sitting up there, especially after the smoke comes in, then Elvin can hop up top, and now he owns plat. Which means Galaxy and Sinmade can push in and own tunnel, and Kaons can go for bomb, or Kaons can go in tunnel with either one of these two, and whoever's left over goes for the bomb. Right? It's just perfect retake. Not 100% perfect. It could always be better, but this is as good as it gets right now. So here comes the smoke. You see Elvin knows the C4 is going to come out. Will jump up top. Sackage did get picked up, so that was lucky and good for the side of Frenchies. But Kaons and Galaxy are moving towards that doorway. I know you can't see it, but they're moving towards that doorway. Sinmade is either going to back up them inside of tunnel or go for the bomb. All right, so Galaxy notices that they left cave, so he pushes in. Kaons loses that fight. Everything else from here is falling apart. Elvin went down. The revive onto Sackage came through. So the whole setup to this retake was executed properly. It's just the actual execution of it, they weren't able to get the kills that they needed. Galaxy couldn't clear out Brady and Cave, and he got one shot, so he had to back up. Now he's getting shot by Breath, and Brady can wide swing. And this is the best part. Elvin's down. Right? Sinmade's looking at this guy. Galaxy is looking at this guy. It's okay if he dies because he'll get Galaxy one shot while Brady fires down, right? So Galaxy's going to be one shot if Breath does not kill him. If this guy doesn't kill Galaxy, Galaxy will be one shot. Brady's going to kill him. Sakic is going to swing to finish off Galaxy if Brady doesn't swing and do it first. Boom, he's dead. Breath survives, Galaxy Haitian dies. Sinmaid also died. Elvin is back up, but it doesn't matter. That revive was coming through onto Elvin. While that fight was happening, they were in a 3v2. And then it became a 2v3, and then pretty much over from there. So 4-2. So that's a much better play from the attackers. The problem is, if they get revealed early on, everything falls apart for them because of that aggression coming through from the defenders off of those reveals. So Frenchies need to bait the attack, or bait the attack. Frenchies needs to bait the reveal off of Seeker. After that, they can match the aggression, even with Talon Dart and Sticky Sensor still available. So we'll see how we're looking going into this final round of the first half. All right, so we've got Glitch in middle. I don't know what he's doing here. You have a Talon Dart and also your ability. Find someone. He has a Talon Dart sitting in mid from Brady. Brady put it there. These are good shots on the Titan. Now we're starting to do things. All right, Glitch. That's a good flank from Glitch. Use the iPhone to find some intel while they were in mid. Also using the Talon Dart as well. Gets the callouts from their team, especially Titan. This is very aggressive. I don't know how Titan won that fight, by the way. No idea. Absolutely no idea how they jump the wall and win that 2v1. All right, let's take a look at our rogue selections coming into this next round here. We've got Talon for the defenders, which is Frenchies this time. They've got the Trench, they've got the Dahlia. So that's 3 of the same ones that the defense from Koolin had in the first half. But instead of Seeker, they're bringing out Kestrel. On the other side, they're not even going to use Glitch on attack. They didn't use it on defense. They're not using it on attack, right? Glitch is really good. Banned, top 2 in demolition bans. It's actually the #1 demolition ban for the month of November so far through the first 2 weeks. I'll let you know if that still stands after we do the stats from week 3. But they've got a Dahlia as well to match. They have a Kestrel on attack to match. But they're bringing out a Dallas for their intel, and they're bringing out a Scorch. So look for the Dallas snaps to really give them the intel they need for when they need to plant. They're going to have double smoke eventually from Dahlia. And also, they're going to try and plant with Scorch, who can have tenacity, I believe, and headstrong. Problem is that she's immune to fire. There's no fire on the other side. So we'll see if that even is a good choice to go with the Scorch. One thing is that Scorch does still get played a little bit more just because of weapon mastery. All right, so here we go. Jumping into the first round. Let me rewind a little bit here. Skip a little bit of stuff. Oh, they skipped a little bit of stuff. Okay. So we've got Trench set up on B. I think the rest of the team went towards A. Smoke is coming out already. They used that smoke, by the way. You can see... Oh, my goodness. I pushed the wrong button. You can see where this smoke is. It's not covering Crane, which is what a lot of people used to do. Instead, it's covering the 2 people on this angle, and it also covers this doorway. So now what this does is 2 things. It does 2 things. Okay? Number 1, or it does 3 things. It covers these 2 angles. Number 1, it allows the person who has bomb to either go from tunnel to plant or from plat to plant. But most importantly, what it does is if there's no one in crane, it allows this entire area to be open inside cave for this man, Dallas. Boom, line of sight right there. And also can get very aggressive in back of crane if they wish to. So we'll see. They're looking for the Talon Dart on the rocket. All right, so they found the Talon Dart. It wasn't on the rocket. I guess they figured it's too easy to see it on the rocket now that you can see it with a little red dot. Bombs have been planted halfway through already. Nobody's died from either side. The respect, the poke battle, this is a good spot. They won't expect this. You never look there. Sinmade finds a double with the Kestrel drones into cave. Dallas was there just in case. Titan on fire is on the objective for some reason after the rest of the team died. Didn't push tunnel, didn't get aggressive. I think they got one knock inside tunnel maybe, but it's not looking too hot for the Frenchies. They're just making way too many mistakes. They're giving up too much space, whether it's attack or defense. We'll see if any adjustments come through here. I even touched on this during the actual broadcast. I mean, no glitch on attack or defense from a team like Koolin. This is a team that most likely was put together maybe 2 days ahead of the tournament, or maybe just 1 day, or maybe they were just a throw together team at the last minute, a couple hours before the tournament, right? So they don't have these set strategies. So they're basically going off of these basic plays and these basic compositions. And maybe they just said, Glitch takes a lot of strategy, and Glitch is a big team chemistry kind of rogue in your comps. Those are nice shots, by the way. Even touched on that. But, you know, if we're not going to be amazing at it, don't play it, even if it's meta. So I like that they're comfortable playing what they know they can play at a certain level. Bomb hasn't been planted. This is a risky revive because Elvin's pushing up. I mean, when they cleared out cave, the defense kind of lost momentum. See, what happened was they gave up cave the first time around. Second time, they tried to get aggressive in cave. You can see that is a aggressive peak from the defense, and they instantly regret it. All right, so now we're just waiting. See, there's no seeker arrow for the defense, so they have to gather their intel with this Talon Dart. Now Talon gets taken out early. They tried to take, like, it's almost as if Frenchies are playing off their back foot the entire time. They're playing more reactionary, right? Look at this. No intel. So Bref doesn't know Scorch is here. Mr. Brady's playing up mid, so they are helping. There's some crossfires coming in from mid, though. And now Bref's not in position to help Brady. Brady goes down. The drones finished him off. Also got the down on him as well. And now they're just going to push into Bref, who was left all alone because their help was Brady. And everything just falls apart. Like, they're playing more reactionary. Oh, the Koolin did this. We need to respond with this. And when they do try to get aggressive, they just can't because they are trying to play to a different play style, right? Like, look at the difference between the two teams on defense, especially at the start of the round, okay? You have Frenchies trying to play aggressive on defense at the start, but it's not working. They don't have enough intel, and that's why it was working for Koolin. Koolin was able to get so aggressive because they had Talon and also they had Seeker. And Frenchies were not doing themselves any favor by letting all 4 of themselves get revealed by a Seeker bow for about 3 or 4 rounds. Okay, so they do get a reveal from the Dallas snap, which means that person has to back up. They can't play aggressive. The smoke comes in. That's a beautiful incense on the right doorway, because even if they try and peek through the smoke, they're getting burned. Nice incense from Dallas on the back of Crane. They pushed in. Look at this. They just own this site. The entire A site belongs to Koolin right now. This is game over. All right, so we can rewind that one more time. All right, so it all really falls apart right here. So, once this reveal onto Sackage comes through, Sackage has to get out of dodge. That's a grenade from the attackers. That's to clear this area where Talon was on the first half getting C4 kills. No one's there. No one's here either. Checking cave. Brady, for some reason, is all the way up in cave. And you can even see on the mini-map that you have 2 people from the attackers firing down on them. You've got 1 person in box cut. And you've got 1 person in cubby. Or, excuse me, in cut. And then this is cubby. Whatever. Who cares? So, they kill Brady. Once they kill Brady, they're in a 3v4. Now, here's where things really start to go perfectly. Line of sight, smoke this area, molly this doorway so they can't push through the smoke. Then you have to check back of Crane. Anyone on back of Crane. Dallas is up on plat. He's going to molly that as well. So, here we go. Smoke. Molly. Can't push through that doorway. Even if Elvin and Sackage manage to get shots off, they're going to get shot by Dallas. So what do? They rotate to back of Crane. They probably got shot by Dallas. No, they didn't, but here comes the Insen. Insen to push them off of Crane. And because they have to get out, and Scorch is already in position, Scorch is going to see him, kill him. I want to see who left the game early. Oh, it's Dahlia. Titan on fire. Yeah, I'd leave too, Titan. And then after this, they just chase down Trench. See you later, Trench. You know the worst part is that if Trench like clutched and went 1v4 and aced it, I would have been pissed at my Dahlia. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of that game. And a lot of mistakes came out from the side of Frenchies, which is odd on one hand because we don't see Mr. Brady and Sackage make as many mistakes, simple mistakes too, in a demolition like that. But on the other hand, I don't know if one of those other 2 players is Diaz. And if it isn't, then that's 2 new players that we haven't seen in the competitive scene before. So, you know, go back, watch the VOD, learn from it, and, you know, whatever you did right, try to replicate it. Whatever you did wrong, try to delete it and build off of that. So that's this week's breakdown. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Remember to follow me on Twitter at realBluTV2. That's the number 2 at the end, because I'm still DMCA'd at my original. And also make sure you tune in this weekend on the CMG and Roco Company channels on Twitch to watch the main bracket. The top 16 seeds go at it for $10,000. And if you are interested in playing, make sure you sign up for the LAN Invitational qualifying event, which is December 4th and December 11th. Only 2 teams get to qualify for the LAN because there's already 4 auto-invited teams. So make sure you sign up and try to become a top 2 team there. Again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Keep gaming, and have a good one, everyone.
Oh, hello there. It's Blue. I'm a terrible dancer, so ignore that version of me on the screen and listen to my voice when I say, Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and of course, click on another video of mine. I heard you'll like those over there. They're pretty good.